This is the second video looking at section 1.1.1, healthy active lifestyle and how they could benefit you. Now in the previous video we'd looked about and thought about why taking part in physical activity leads to certain benefits, and we looked at categorizing those benefits as physical, social and mental. This section looks at more of these benefits or reasons for participation, and many of these are related to working in teams, with a partner or in groups. So our objective for this video, I want you to be able to identify the reasons for taking part in physical activity. This will allow you to access grade C questions on an exam paper, and it requires a unistructural level of thinking. So the first reasons for taking part in physical activity. We've got cooperation. Now in many sports, they're often played in teams. Working in groups helps to improve teamwork and cooperation, which are often necessary in everyday life. Netball, football, rugby and hockey are all good examples of team sports where it's important to support and encourage your teammates. You may be able to think of other sports in which cooperation is really important. The second thing is competition. Now competition can be thought of as a psychological benefit, both in terms of the preparation necessary to compete and in terms of getting away from the stresses of life. When competing, most people put aside their problems and concentrate on doing well in their sport. The third reason for taking part in physical activity is for a physical challenge. Now coming back to a sport after a long time away, perhaps as an adult who has not taken part since leaving school or taking on a seemingly impossible task, allows for a physical challenge which can be satisfying. The London example is a good example because the challenge of it is often the most striking memory for those who take part for fun. Now the next reason is for aesthetic appreciation. Now moments in sport are often sometimes really beautiful, although this aspect of sport may not always be appreciated as much as winning a cup or trophy. Now beauty may be seen in a brilliant executed shot or goal in football, a try in rugby, a jump shot in basketball, a passing shot in tennis, or a delicate chip shot in golf. Now often it's the observer who appreciates the performer, although hitting a cover drive in cricket can feel brilliant. Sometimes the performer knows when something just feels right. Sports such as ice skating or gymnastics tend to be more often thought of in aesthetic terms. And the final reason for taking part in physical activity is for the development of friendships and social mixing. Now taking part in exercise or sport at school or at club means involvement with other people, including participants, coaches and trainers. Participants get to know more people, make new friends and develop lasting friendships. Think about how many friends you've got now that started from taking part in sport from when you were maybe 5 years old. Training alone can be quite lonely too and requires motivation and discipline, but most activities present opportunities to mix socially. Many clubs have a strong social side, they are frequently run by volunteers, and extra volunteers are usually welcome. And that's the end of this video.